You are watching the HuK vs TLO grudge match, cast by myself, Totalbiscuit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SHOUTcraft, bringing you the one and only TheLittleOne. Yes, he is spawning once again as Zerg in the purple trunks. He's playing at random, of course, in this best of 7 series. Right here on the Steps of War versus his opponent HuK in the red trunks playing Protoss. Bear in mind, folks, that we are in a best of 7 scenario, and it is currently 2 on 2. Yes, 2 apiece. Little bit of banter between the two, no question about that, nothing wrong with it. TLO, what do you do? TLO! Oh, TLO with your 7 pool, yes. Indeed, folks. 7 pool coming up right here on the Steps of War. HuK, rolling, yes, he is rolling. He will find it, he will spot it, eventually. Oh, TLO, 7 pooling in liquid HuK, yes. We will see how effective that is, or whether or not he can transition into anything. Oh my god, I can't see anything. How many? Yes, that would be, what, 7, 8? Oh, look, it's a pool! It's a pool! It might have Zerglings coming out of it. You never really know. What is... yes, there you go. The counter to that from HuK is the Forge. Forge coming down at the front right there. Will he be able to get the Forge and the cannons out in time? More to the point. Rolling them Zerglings. Rolling them, rolling them, rolling them. Okay, 4 Zerglings spawning. Looking for the 6. Taking some cues from Action Jesus by the looks of it right here. If in doubt, lol, 6 Zerglings. In this case, it's actually 4 Zerglings. It's not quite as crazy a build. There you go. 4 Zerglings into... Did he fake out there with a 7 pull? That is a real possibility, actually. Instead of the 6 Zerglings, he's actually spawned 4. And he's now going right back to building up his economy. And he's only a few harvesters behind TLO. It's a HuK, of course. And what he's forced his opponent to do is go Forge and build a wall with a photon cannon in it. Which is going to do really... he's not going to be able to get through that. You know, it's a nice block of it. But bear in mind, I don't think TLO was actually really committing to that. I don't think he was. And indeed, why would he be? He's actually gone right back into his economy and is almost back up to par with HuK right now. And he will also be able to expand off of that build because he's got the control. Yes, he does. He's got the control thanks to those Zerglings. He can stop any pylons coming down. On the way, Extractor and another Overlord. TLO, a little bit of a nibble going on right here. Give himself some access to some other places. HuK with the cannon and the Forge. So, a little bit behind in terms of his army. Single Zealot on the way up. Another pylon. That is an intriguing strategy, but look at where HuK is hiding that probe. Can he get the block off? He's looking for it. He's gonna get it. Oh, and I thought he was safe. TLO actually was looking for it right there, as far as I could tell, decided not, went straight into drones instead. He had the money for it. Looping around right now, he'll be able to get it straight away after he gets to 300 supply. And once again, into the drones. He's actually now up to par with his opponent in terms of the economy right there. So it was an interesting 7-pull transition right back into the economy. And 4 Zerglings instead of 6. An intriguing idea. Trying a few mind games with his opponent and then going through to the expansion. Well, well, well. More Zerglings coming out on the field right now for TLO. Saturate those Zerglings, yes. You wouldn't even know that it was possible to saturate a map in Zerglings. TLO is going to prove otherwise. That I can guarantee. He's going to break him out. Cover the map in delicious Zerglings. Roaches on the way right here for TLO as well. A lot of good pressure will be coming in from that. Right now, HuK, however, applying pressure of his own. Bear in mind, TLO does not have the speed upgrade, has no sign of even looking for the speed upgrade right now. Looking for the surround instead, which is maybe not actually going to happen. Zealots might be able to escape. Oh, backed into a corner, look at that. It's a freaking Shepherd, folks. He is the Zerg Shepherd. He just plows him right into the wall. No option there. Come by, Zealot, come by for ire, come by. That's not going to make any sense to anyone outside of Wales, by the sounds of it. Or perhaps Somerset. There you go, Roaches coming up, rolling out. Once again, TLO with pretty strong map control. HuK forced to play quite passively there. And he's having to break down his own gateway, which is kind of embarrassing, really. Actually, so close to breaking it down, but he hasn't yet. Huh, intriguing. Probably going to wait for his other one to go down first, I would imagine. I'm going to kill my only gateway. That sounds like... Oh, no, he's got one back there. Never mind. Kills that one. He'll go into 3 gateway. Boosting out the Forge to get that +1 upgrade. Very powerful against Zerglings, as you're well aware with Zealots. 3 hits would be what you get without the upgrade, and 2 with it. Very powerful. Very good. TLO has 2 more queens on the way out. I have to wonder. Considering we saw on Day 9's Fun Day Monday the effectiveness of Mass Queen, or indeed just queens mixed in with an attack force, and the amount of things they could actually do, TLO might be taking a few cues from that. Admittedly, I think I've seen him do that before. We'll see. It's a good force for TLO. He's got 9 Zerglings and 5 Roaches, and his economy is rolling forward quite nicely. HuK with a slight lead right now, as a result of course, being able to chrono boost out those probes while building the units. Do you build offensive units, or do you build drones? The ever-present dilemma for the Zerg. Force them all the way back right there, but HuK with a large number of sentries, as is pretty much predictable in a expansion play right here, wants to make sure that he doesn't get harassed. TLO, once again, doesn't have the speed upgrade for Zerglings, relying... kind of odd, but there you go. Looking for the force field split, and this time, really reasonably effective. Not the best I've ever seen, but look at that. Giving those Roaches and the Zerglings a further little run around right there. Focusing fire right now, though. The Roaches finally managed to break their way through. Take a sentry. Oh, nicely done right there. Nukes that straight down. No question of getting right there. Takes the probe out of sheer spite. It looks very spiteful attack, folks. Malice, yeah. Angry, don't like it. Lair on the way right here for TLO. Roaches continue to roll out, and HuK not really able to deal with that right now. If we look at the army count, you'll see that TLO is way ahead in terms of his supply. Needs a few more Overlords out to continue to expand that. 2 more being pumped out onto the field. And we now have 13 Roaches. Coming up for Lair, could be looking for those upgrades, of course, for the Roaches. Or, hell, there's a lot of other possibilities. Why even explain it? There we go. What a line that will be broken very easily, as you can tell right there. More sentries on the way. Will his sentry placement be good? Well, right now, he's only got enough for a single force field from each. It's a good block in with 2 Roaches right there. An extremely good placement. It really, really is as well. He blocks those Roaches in, using the Stalkers as effectively body shields, and prevents them from moving out. TLO sort of forced back and not able to engage on the kind of level that he would like to. What is TLO doing? Well, right now still pumping Roaches, and his opponent breaking out that robotics facility. Glial reconstitution coming out for TLO. Great sniping once again by HuK, using the ranged advantage of those Stalkers. They have a range of 6, and these guys have a range of 4, so he can do that. Great micromanagement once again. Dances around and doesn't have to worry about getting hit, simply just staying out of range of it, dancing around, stinging like a bee and flying like a butterfly. Going in once again, but the creep spread is going to give that movement advantage, along with the Glial reconstitution. Burrow coming up as well, which will be a great way to deal with that. If any of his units get hemmed in by the amazing force fields of Liquid HuK, he will of course be able to burrow them down, and no problems whatsoever. Oh yes, it's very, very good. Well, 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 let's break our way through these destructible rocks, says TLO. Nothing to really worry about there. Take him out, why not? Just smash our way through. No worries whatsoever. Get another expansion. Roaches and the double evolution gem plus the Hydralisk. There you go. It is a classic build. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. Unless, of course, you're up against it. It is Roach and Hydralisk. It is on its way. It is a little bit late, of course, because he's been investing so much into the Roaches and the Roach upgrades. Glial reconstitution and, of course, Burrow coming up right there. There's an Overseer coming out right now. A nice spot, actually. I believe he spotted that coming across the creep. Builds an Overseer almost immediately, so he'll hopefully be able to follow that Observer. No doubt keeping an eye on it. Let's see where he goes with it. There you go. Straight over there. Wants to take it out. The Queen is in place to do that. Make sure he can eliminate, and of course Hydralisks will be rolling it out pretty damn shortly. We have another hatchery coming down right here. It's not over there. It's not over there, it's actually down here, down at the gold mineral expansion, and indeed, why not? No real risk right now for TLO. He has good map control, but he is at very, very real risk of being hit by Immortals sooner rather than later. HuK rolling him out already. He's got a second robotics facility coming out as well, going heavily into the Immortals, or of course, transitioning through to the Colossi. TLO. What you gonna do? I have to wonder when he's gonna apply that hammer blow. It looks that he's not even building any actual Hydralisks right now. He does have the den for it, but still relying pretty much purely on Roaches. There's the transfer down to the gold mineral expansion. But HuK is really building that army up quite nicely. There you go, 8 Stalkers available, using the Observer as well to see past the evil shrubberies that are used right there. And of course, scout the creep tumors, take him out, make sure the spread doesn't have him. But bear in mind, that is very, very fast movement there by the Roaches. They're off creep right now, and a bit risky. A wonderful catch there once again by HuK. Never, ever, ever underestimate the force field placement of HuK right there. It is brutal, it is amazing, and it is extremely critical to his success. Grabbing Roaches for free, left, right, and center. And TLO now trailing very slightly in terms of units lost. The economies of both players looking stronger, though TLO is now ahead as a result of that expansion to the gold mineral spot. Tunneling claws will almost be available. And do we have any observers on here? We actually don't have an observer here. There's only one observer on the field. As to where it is, I believe it is actually over here. So tunneling claws could be extremely dangerous in this particular situation, unless he's able to pull that observer back. Now, I would be very surprised if TLO doesn't try to snipe out the observer, and that's, see, there you go. What? HuK. I'm sorry, I saw that. He's not getting away with that. HuK almost built 2 robotics bays right there. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna build a second robotics bay. No, that doesn't sound sensible at all. Don't do that. Oh, well, never mind. The classic 2 robotics bay play. TLO rolling out with 32 of those roaches and 8 hydralisks. HuK just ain't moving, is he? He has no intention of going anyway. Observer on the field. Only one, though. If he can take the observer out, then those tunneling claws could prove to be absolutely critical, alongside, of course, the burrow. Unfortunately, HuK is not that dumb, and that's not going to happen. Indeed, you can see visibly that the upgrade is there. He's very concerned about that. Doesn't want it to happen. He keeps the observer around to make sure that it doesn't. Grabbing another expansion right there. A little bit of creep spread was prevented. Now, what is coming out from TLO? Infestation Pit and, of course, the Spire on its way. Level 2 missile attack upgrades. Very heavy on the roaches, not so many on the hydralisks, and that could be risky, considering there are 4 mortals on, 2 colossi on the way. Again, it's a good mix as well. Colossi and mortal. Immortals absolutely destroy roaches. Colossi have a good tendency of destroying hydralisks as well. They're able to outrange them, one of the few units that actually can. Grooved Spine is not up yet, I don't think, actually. Has there been an upgrade to range? Yeah, there has been, I think. There you go. I was going to say, it would seem very unlikely that he was going to miss out on that. Oh, sneaky, sneaky, look at that. Not going to happen, though, unfortunately. Cannons all over the place. He is well aware of what his opponent's planning. And there you go. 5th base, 4th expansion for TLO. Both sides of the map. Good map control. Pathogen glands coming up with the infestors. We are looking for infestor play, no question. And a hive coming to back that up as well, so it can transition to something even more unpleasant. There's the extended thermal lance. Will HuK take that opportunity to attack? He's looking for it right there. Looks for the snipe on the overseer, but doesn't get it. This is a long one, folks. Yes, it is. 17 minutes in right now. And TLO sitting on 41 roaches, backed up by 8 hydralisks. Will that hammer blow force be able to break its way through? And that is the critical element right here. It is a very real possibility, especially with infestors involved in it. Did we see Neuroparasite? I don't believe we did. I'll have to have a check for that. Does he have it? No, he does not. No pathogen glands, so he's looking instead for the use of that fungal growth instead. TLO now rolls out right there. Does he have the capacity? Does he have those ventral sacs upgrades? He actually doesn't. So, yeah, just moving them out of the way, I suppose. Why not? Oh, he takes the observer. Important. Very important. Extremely important. Finally manages to snipe that off. He's been looking for that for ages. And you'll notice that HuK is not actually rebuilding it. Now, that could be critical as a direct result of the tunneling claws. TLO, what are you doing? Mass creep spread? I don't know. Mass creep spread, I suppose. Either that, oh, it is a fake out, folks, by the looks of it. Yes, indeed. But will HuK take the bait? Oh, creep is all over your base. It's going to take ages for you to clean that. I don't even know why TLO's doing this. He's trying to maybe fake it out, but it's not happening. HuK is not going to believe that there are actually units in there, so he doesn't pull off the front line. Creep going all over the place. I don't know. I think he's just trying to piss off his opponent right now. Great Aspire on the way. There's your Broodlords, and of course your Neural Parasite. However, here we go. HuK's had enough right now. Maybe goaded his opponent into rolling out right there, but look at that. It's so big, we can't fit it on the screen. We cannot zoom out that much to see this encounter. That was devastating right there. HuK applies massive pressure and slices his way through the forces of TLO. The Colossi on the field, and they are not messing around. 6 of them on the field. Corruptor's getting taken out at a rapid rate. More being built right now, but I don't know if he's going to get those Broodlords out in time. TLO really doesn't have the forces right now. A 50 supply difference as he continues to sight his way through right there. Colossi, so very brutal. Good game, ladies and gentlemen. HuK takes it again. Yes, indeed. He takes it back, and he's now 3-2 up in this best of 7 series.